Hi beautiful people, how you all doing? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. This is your Blessedom TV. If you are new to my channel, you're welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, you are welcome also. I want to really start by saying thank you to all my supporters and all my subscribers, because I've been very busy these past few months and I've not been updating you guys and putting up video as I normally would. I was doing just like once in a week at the most. So I want to continue to thank you guys for all your support. You know, it keeps motivating me knowing that you are there for me, so I appreciate you guys. If you are coming for the first time, I hope you are going to hit the subscribe button also and join us here, and you know, build this channel with me together. Support this channel however you will. In this video, I want to quickly talk about Nigeria politics of no ideology. So in the past few months, we have seen so much hate and bigotry and acrimony. I mean, it has always been like that, but I feel like it took another tone this time, particularly because of the way the president of Nigeria was making appointments, you know, making it nepotic in a way, if you may, and kind of putting his ethnic members, you know, people from his ethnic group, putting them in all the sensitive national positions. Not that he didn't put other people in the position, but I feel like the key positions was given to people from his ethnic group. So these have stirred up a lot of, you know, resentment towards his regime or his administration, if you will, and a lot of people have used it, people like Femi Fani-Kayode. So I'm going to be using Femi Fani-Kayode as an example, because when the politics of Nigeria is not being you know, done with any form of philosophy, underlying philosophy guiding it, no ideology, no basis, you understand? Like the kind of politics they are playing, there is no value system that you can say, you know, this politics that we are playing in this party, this is our value system, this is the character we want to portray. They don't have anything like this, you know. They don't have anything that they want to give back to the society per se, honestly, the way I see it. I may be wrong though, but you know, this is what I'm looking at, saying that the politics of Nigeria has no ideology, basically. Like it's just come and chop, come and share. It's just like when the colonial masters were there, that the colonial masters were just doing things for themselves, you know. They just built road to the resources that they want to take to the farm, to the airport, to the seaport, and to the GRA, government reserve area, where they lived. They didn't do anything for the people, you understand? Like if they didn't need to go to the hinterland, so there was no road to those places. And I feel like this is what we are seeing in Nigeria, and this is why they are not able to do anything. So the same problem persists. They don't build infrastructure. They use all the allocation, the financial money of the country to do their personal recurrent expenditures. You know, they don't invest in infrastructure. They don't invest in healthcare. Like they are not interested in building a system, because at the core there is no principle guiding them, you know, because there's no ideology, there is no basis for the kind of politics they are playing. What is the attraction is the money involved, the benefits involved for themselves, because there is no system to checkmate them per se. The system is so weak there is no loyalty to the system that is even available to use it to checkmate their activities. So it becomes a very lucrative place to just go and cut away money. Like you can get money for a road. There are so many roads that are bad that people have to use those roads and go their way, and the roads are bad, they are death trap, accidents every day. It doesn't matter. Those roads, they have been awarded, the contracts have been awarded, the road, you know, the money for the road has been expended long time ago, and the road is still bad. There's nothing anybody can do. And somehow, you know, the legislative that is supposed to checkmate all these things, they are all in the game, because we have, for example, constituency allocations that everybody gets from the House of Assembly, from the senators. Everybody get all this allocation for their constituencies. It doesn't get to them. And recently, the president of Nigeria, President Buhari, actually allowed to this. Normally it was supposed to be a three-tier government, like federal, state, and local government. And then for some reason the states kind of absorbed the local government, so that when the money for the local government is coming into the state's pocket, and it's almost like a pocket money for the governor of the state, and for him to do as he wishes. And so what we saw was that there was no longer local government elections in most of the states, because the states now assumed ownership of the local government, and they were kind of appointing whoever they will, who will do their bidding, and they just put them there, whereas you're supposed to have local authorities that is supposed to be for the local government. So for the first time, the president of the administration of President Muhammad Buhari has granted that kind of autonomy to the local government and said, no, I'm going to pay the allocation for the local government directly into the coffers of the local government. And the state governments are fighting this. They don't want this. They want to be in control of the local government. They don't want to have the local government, for example, it could be that the local government chairmen are not in the same party as them. They don't want something like that. They want an absolute or autonomy, and to be the one in charge of that state, and to have this hegemony that everyone that is in that local government, in any local government in that state, will be under them, will be in the party that he belongs to, so that it will be like his thing, running his thing. There's like no tier of government. And all this is happening because there is no ideology that is pushing the people to go into politics other than the benefit that they want to get. So back to Femi Fani-Kayode. So Femi Fani-Kayode, he made a lot of posts against this administration, and he was the mouthpiece. In fact, there's a video he did here on YouTube. He was talking about the danger of the fundamentalism of North and all those kind of a thing, He said so many things, and he basically said that he would never switch sides, that he will be on the side of the opposition and literally call out this government until the end of his natural life. I mean, these things are being said online, and the videos are there, the scripts are there. So there have been a rumor in the past that, oh, you want to go into APC, and they were like, you want to go into APC? He said, huh? If he will go into APC, let me just read what he said for you guys. The suggestion that I join APC is false and insulting. Those that are peddling this fake news should bury their heads in shame. With what we have witnessed, I would rather die than join a filthy, rat-infested, sinking ship like the Amajiri People's Congress. So this he was saying sometime in in December of 2019. So he was saying APC, that is the All Progressive Congress, I think. I hope I'm correct. He was saying that is Amajiri People's Congress. So I don't know how he's able to do this, and I don't even know how the things he says is not a crime. Let me show you some of the things he was also saying in relation to this same, talk that he's about to deflect to this APC. He continued to rant and say, those that claim that I have joined them and that seek to link my good name to such a bloodthirsty, bloodlusting, accursed political association of Boko Haramists, Fulani herdsmen, genocidal maniac, ethnic cleansers, mass murderers, ethnic supremacists, religious bigots, cow lovers, corrupt treasury looters that have brought nothing but death, division, misery, poverty, incompetence, shame, and destruction to our nation, and our people will burn in hell forever. I am committed to opposing the APC and those that are in their ranks for the rest of my natural life. And I will never join them no matter what. They are nothing but darkness whilst I stand for the light of God and truth. There can be no fellowship between light and darkness. Like, this is the kind of vitriol this man was putting out. And for me, the saddest part is that he was edging on the secessionists. I mean, this is a mainstream politician. He was edging on the southeast secessionists of Biafra. He was edging on the southwest secessionists of Oduduwa. This is how brutal this guy was. And the vitriol, he kept going, pumping that fuel. I don't even know how this is not a crime. I mean, these are so many things that is wrong with Nigeria. Like, people can come out and say the most hateful things against other ethnic groups, and it's not a crime. You know, like the level of animosity at this point, that people can just say anything, no matter how vicious, and it is not a crime. And this is a politician, for God's sake. This is a politician, and he is coming out and voicing out all this kind of a thing. And lo and behold, to cut a long story short, you all know the stories. You know, the video are all over the place. Here, he now finally joined the same APC he has been saying he will never join. And this is what he has to say. Today, I came to the State House, Abuja, to see the most respected president in the world and the father of modern Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. He is the reason why Nigeria is fast developing in infrastructure and unity. He received me warmly. God bless my president, Femi Fani-Kayode. And I don't know, like, this is coming from the same person. This is coming from the same person. And now the secessionists he was edging are, you know, looking lost. You know, like, they are looking dazed and feeling betrayed, you know, because it was like, because he can talk very well and he's a politician. So it was like the mouthpiece of articulating the most vicious, viral, I don't know how to even characterize his personality and his speech, the way he just throws them out, you know. But I can say this thing, that this man instigated so much hate. He's instigated so much bitterness, so much divisiveness. Because why? The kind of politics he's playing, there is no ideology underneath it. So he has no principles. He has no integrity. He just want to go and have his benefit, because being in the opposition, he has no money. He has maybe no money coming to his pocket. Maybe being in the ruling party now, he will get assigned to something and then he will get some money. You know, this is the kind of politics. This kind of politics cannot take anybody anywhere. No country can succeed with this kind of politics. And this is the main problem that Nigeria have, because this kind of politics, when you don't have any ideology, when you don't have any character, when there is no principle whatsoever pushing you, you know, you don't have any philosophy that you are basing whatever you are doing upon. You rely on anything that will cause division, like hate, ethnic bigotry, religious fundamentalism, you know, the things that will have no profit to anybody, but for their selfish gain, they will use religious fundamentalism and they will stoke that religious hate. They will stoke it and use it to their advantage. Then they will stoke tribal bigotry and they will stoke it and use it to their advantage. And when they get with what they want, they become friends with each other. I feel like it's important for every one of us that are just onlookers, or people who are normal people who are not in politics, you know, general population, supposed to watch what is going on and see that these people, at the end of the day, they are one. Because if there is no ideology demarcating the kind of politics they are playing, you know, then they are one at the heart of it, because they are there for the benefit, you know. Assuming there's an ideology, you know, then there will be a difference. So you can look at this party and say, this party stand for example, labor, progressiveness, whatever, like it will be clear. And then somebody cannot just wake up and say, I'm no longer this. I just want to switch to this other side. You would have to explain what happened, what changed. Did you change your convictions? Did you discover something new? What happened? Like you would have to explain why. It's like, when you are brought up in this faith and this doctrine, and then all of a sudden you want to change to another faith, there will be an aha moment. There will be something that happened. What happened? What changed your mindset? What brought about this change? You will have a reason, but because they don't have it, and only the interest, the monetary interest, the financial benefit, the comfort of being in government and benefiting from the public purse, this is just what is driving them. And so at the end of the day, you see that they are the same, and they will use anything to get to power. They will use anything. So because they don't have any underlying principle, they don't have any basis for the politics that they are playing, they don't have any guiding ideology, they will use anything. And most of the time they will use religion, they will use your ethnicity, they will use education, class, they will use anything, and they will stoke up the emotions of the population, and the population will be at each other's throat. You understand me? So the purpose of doing this video essentially is, since they are the same, honestly, at this point, since they don't have any ideology guiding the kind of politics that they are playing, is there any reason for anybody to be fighting over political party? Because we saw what is going on in the Southeast. For some reason, the Southeasterners, I don't know how they came up with the idea that they are PDP and APC is for the Northerners and it's an Islamic party. So I don't know, that kind of nonsense, And now they are running with this thing, and now the PDP is collapsing in their hands, and they are not seeing it. And the same thing happened actually. By the time they were forming APC, it was like that. Right before them, everybody dumped the APC, PDP in their hands and switched over to APC. And they were in that APC and got power in that APC. And the Igbos were still there in PDP crying wolf. So for some unwritten reason, they said PDP was Igbo party, Christian party, whatever, This is a party that doesn't have any underlying ideology guiding it. But for some reason, the only thing left for them was to use ethnicity. You understand me? And because of this now, there's a lot of acrimony and hatred. So if an Igbo person becomes a PDP member, an APC member, there's almost like, oh, you are going into the Islamic party or something like that, And the same way, I don't know how it is right there in the north or in the southwest, because of course, it was a coalition between mainly northerners and the southwesterners. And then the thing that amazed me the most was that even though everybody left the PDP, and you have some southeasterners and southerners holding on to the PDP and using it as an opposition, when it was time for the 2019 election, Atiku that was in APC, he moved into APC. He suddenly came back into PDP and became the flag bearer. So you would assume, you would be thinking, okay, what happened? What about the people that stayed in the PDP and held onto the party and kept it going? Because if everybody left, it would have collapsed and there would be no PDP. So these people stayed in PDP and held onto it, and then all of you deflected and went to the new party and got power, and somehow things are no longer going. And then it's nearing the time of election. You would think, logically you would think that the people who held onto this party and propped it up the whole time that all this deflection happen, that they will get to have a candidate from from one of those people representing that party in the general election. But that will not be the case. You will see somebody that was coming from APC, and then he just kind of moved into the PDP, and he became the presidential flag bearer, and it was okay. That was like, wow, 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 wow. I've never seen anything like that before. I don't know, like I'm going all over the place, but what I want to say to our people is look at what is happening. Look at this politics that is going on. You don't have any reason to hate anybody because of party affiliation, because of their ethnic origin, because nobody has control over which ethnicity they were born into. It's very, very, very stupid to be hating on somebody because of their ethnicity. It doesn't make any sense. And this is something that somebody may want to use you to achieve, so that they will use ride on that to go to power and become politicians and have high office and benefit from there. But if you understand what is going on and you don't allow yourself to be played like that, maybe just maybe they may begin to think about a basis for the kind of politics that they are playing, so that they will have some kind of politics that will give a roadmap, at least a clear difference between the parties, and say this party stands for this and this is it, and this party stands for this. So if you are moving from this party to the other party, you can say, okay, I no longer believe in this, I don't stand for this again. So you have a reason for moving into the other party. Are you getting what I'm saying? I hope I'm clear enough. Until the parties have a clear ideological path, there is no need to be killing yourself over any party, to be fighting anybody over any party. At the most now, I feel like what will be important is, if you have a candidate, regardless of whichever party that the person belongs to, if you feel that this is the candidate that can deliver any dividend of this democracy, then go for that candidate. Don't look about their party affiliation. Honestly, don't be looking, oh, is APC, you give that candidate the support because you have seen it, because it is very clear that these people have no difference as things stand today. So why should you be the one to make the difference for them by hating, by your ethnic bigotry? Why should you be that? What do you benefit from there? Look at Fani-Kayode right now. He's already eating. He's happy. There's this guy that has been on the news about his Islamic fundamentalism, Isa Pantami. Everybody was talking about him. Even this Fani-Kayode, he weighed in and said very nasty things. Do you know that he was already in his house eating with him, and right now he's saying his great grandmother or his grandmother was Fulani blood is flowing in his blood? Like, really? So all the time you are calling there all this thing, bloodthirsty, car loving, no, you did not know that Fulani blood was flowing in you. I feel like people need to pay attention. People need to pay attention. There's too much emotion, and I feel like the difficulties, the hardship is just so harsh, and it doesn't give people room to think about what is going on. So they just present anything to them as if they hot, so they want to take on it and run on it. No, my people, I wish people can look at this for what it is. The parties are the same as things stand now. Don't be the one that will give them the difference by your hate, by your bigotry, by your acrimony, and fighting each other. No, don't do that. There is no need for that. Know this so that you will know peace. So my people, I'm going to end this video here because I don't know what else I want to add. In case if I forget anything, please, I want to see your comment. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm wrong, of course, you can let me know where I'm wrong. And yeah, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I'll see you very soon in another video. Bye for now. Bye.